But now, first, they have to dodge bullets, which is not really happening. And then we go back to the compound. We were here yesterday for quite a while in the end of the day. And Ruin just found himself geary up. So LULW will lose one.
Yeah, they're still on that big wide rotate that we were expecting, but they're going to be bringing into BBL soon. Aces, meanwhile, coming up on No Name. Prowl instantly takes down Safo. Bad Boy here. A lot of fans of Bad Boy in the chat at the moment are going to be looking to absolutely bombard this location, and Molly does not hit the mark there. Tro finishes off Bin Laden. This is not exactly great for Aces to start things off.
Not the approach they would have wanted, and the issue here is that when you try and approach this area of the map, you've got to finish the fight fast. You've got to get a foothold in on the other side of the ridgeline, because as you can see now, Wu is starting to shoot. Yeppa is shooting on the other side as well. Aces have so much trouble that isn't No Name, and you can see now Quizzy able to find Bad Boy as well. This is simply taking too long, and they're now feeling the hurt because...
And again, the problem with these fields, there's so many angles that are going to be open against Sparta. He's going to have to actually lie down against all of this here. He's going to be the one remaining for Aces to try and salvage what is available. But the problem for him is that eventually I feel like teams are going to start coming in from the north, trying to find themselves a little bit of room themselves. I'm thinking about the Wu, how they're going to approach. They probably want to try and dislodge No Name eventually through all of this. And yeah, Sparta could be caught as collateral there. Here comes the move. How well is this going to go? They're going to steal the location from Aces and look to play it better than they did. Now, one advantage for them is that there's no team looking at them from the back. But here comes the flash from Trow. He was able to do work against Aces. Does a little bit of work against Dibby. Tries to go over once again. He's flashed as well. Nixie comes over and is able to take him out. Now it's going to be up to the reinforcing shots coming in from No Names on the other side here, who already spot Sparta. Their attention's drawn slightly, a little way from the Wu. I think they need to be focusing on the Wu right now.
Yeah. And I do like the fact that both Sloy and Halloween has backed off because they know that there's nothing to fight for in this dip. It's going to be outside the next circle either way. So rather give Wu this position to then be able to back off to the compound than play it all the way up close with the potential of a team wrapping in behind you. Smart setup here from No Name. Issue is once Stroud falls, it's very hard to get him back on his feet.
Quizzy with the big bangs and is able to do a lot of damage to Sloy Jacket as well. And now... even Baron Peak's getting a little bit of action in on this here. No Name's really caught in a bit of a rough spot, and the retreat has been called. I don't mind this. I think it's a mature decision from them, considering how the Wu was able to aggress so well.
Definitely. Out towards the west in the meantime, BBL and Smokewall are fighting for space that ain't really gonna matter for much in just a second. Good thing for BBL is that they're getting help from all sides, as both Monarch and other teams helping out Exalt, that is. Help taking out the opposition issues. Phase 4 is here, so Smash won't be able to get back up. Neither will Clip. So it's just Michael left alive. Try and make a run on 4.
And HOWL eliminated in 15th. That's a name that obviously we were looking at to try and do something, but they've just had a bit of a rough one here. Exhalation is getting a few knocks here and there against Monarch, who are trying to send it on him, but it's not going that well. GDE, likewise, lines up Exhalation. A bit of a spray, not too bad here, to try and shut down their approach towards the circle. Likewise, GDE wants to move in eventually, and Yeppa will start looking at them soon. So finish this fight quickly and turn around.
Killsteal driving on over. Instantly met with a hailstorm of bullets, though, from Molo, my bad, as he falls down, and now just one left alive. So Exhalation able to keep 3 up, despite the push coming through from both sides, actually. Able to keep 3 out of 4 on their feet. Very crucial in the fact they still have yet to make their way into the circle.
Yes, it is. Albert, what can he find himself here as Miles in the kill feed, actually destroying solo. Monarch not doing too bad after the send that they had to make from that west side here. Peeks on over. Big shots coming in. It was actually iZoom that was able to finish that off. Not the POV we were looking at, but Yeppa now... Yeah, I mean, they already started off with only 3 players. Voldemort's going to try and make a decent meal of it here, peeking over across this, but he's got some throwables coming his way. I don't think he's able to do anything there. He will get shut down by AfterAlt from the distance. As you see, No Name up there at the moment. Really not in the line of sights of too many teams, considering how it is. So, big spray coming through from No Names. They have somehow weathered the storm. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going down soon, but kudos to them for surviving as long as they have.
Yeah, the plateau is great when you can set type, but once the opponents get close and can peek over, like kind of just in a 360 all the way around you, it's very, very hard to stay afloat. But we'll see. The rest should come through. As Wu, the last player, or Nixie, the last player from Wu, I should say, is going to try and make his way forward. Not going to happen, though, as Das finds his head.
All right, Exhalation, what can you do here? Because these smokes will dissipate soon, and then you're going to be open on a few angles. Picking up iZoom. as we do have LULW also taking casualties up towards the top. Hobber's got a little angle on his just tiny tippy toes. Careful.
And instantly finds a headshot as well.
No.
And little do they know, LULW, that, well, now the push is coming from the other side. CC finds one nice return shot coming through, but Baron will find the second. And that is going to be Sarvem racking up even more as they find kill number 8.
AfterAlt's going to be moving on forwards to some of those, but they need to deal with Exhalation if they're going to do this.
Said it yesterday and I'll say it again. I'm sure some of these players wish that this was rice fields and TAEGO right now, because they would grant you that little extra bit of cover, where here there truly is none. Sarvem, I mean, this is just them having a... No, there is no risk involved with them taking these shots downhill, because these, I mean, both AfterAlt and Exhalation has to focus on what's right next to them, and therefore you see them all fall by the second. Nothing they can do here to remaining cover for everyone around them, so when they try to go back to heal, they get shot from the other side, and now Sarvem, they can really just pick their battles as they please. It's gonna really depend on how good of a position Primal is able to get into before Sarvem makes a play, and you can see here now, as you tell me how to say his name, manages to get a headshot body shot onto Baron. And in the meantime, Sarvem's using bounce back and forth, can't quite fight the entry. They need a knock and then some to make the play on in, but seems like they have committed to one side, and now because of it, with Primal being forced to look uphill after all, by getting good off angles on him.
I underestimated how long AfterAlt could survive during this game, and they've been doing fantastically. Schiller, though, is going to be pumping some shots in towards Daz. Klim gets his finish off from the initial knock that he was able to get. And now, they are so doomed. Oh my. Yeah. Sarvem absolutely ripped Primal apart as they were wounded, licking their wounds, but it's not going to be enough. This is going to be Sarvem's all over if AfterAlt is not able to do something about these off angles, because Sarvem is on the warpath. Well, I'm going to go with a no for that one this time around. Although that was a molly in his hands. Never know. You never know. Oh, okay. But they're trying to get in that full throwable range, but it's just not doable at all here. They're so stuck where they are. I kudos to them for getting Global Army earlier, because I didn't even think that they were going to be able to get that, but they did. But now Sarvem is really not letting up on the pressure here. Here comes a nade. Klim goes down. Ian is going to be the last one to go. And at this point, I mean, I think they could just push us 3 and finish this off. It's done. That's Sarvem with game number 1 in the books.
What a game at that. 14 kills for the last team to push out of Pachinki. It ain't an easy hill to have to come down of, but because they managed to do so much damage from the hill before they made that descent, it made it that much more easier for them. Well, we'll see how much of it is going to get. The teammates, Fade and Fairest, coming in this direction, but they're still not here just yet. Moldog hit by a headshot. Fairest helping now from afar on the approach. Crucial. Break down Soset once more.
Shots from the drive-by. Fairest is an absolute beast sometimes. Great shooting from the MK12. Will they be able to do any more with it? Even finishing it off does Fate here. So Solo, I felt like they believed that this was pretty simple for them.
Yeah, honestly, I think they might have thought that this was a 4-man compound. That's why they did not progress further forward earlier on.
Probably.
And kudos, in which case, kudos to I believe it was Monarch for sitting in the compound and making them believe that. So, because normally when you pull up on a compound the way that Solo just did, you just full brawl into it, knowing that if you engage fast enough, you can do so before the cavalry arrives. But didn't quite happen. Just like that, bomb build. Solo player left alive, more like not alive at all, as Solo fall at 16.
AfterAlt is making the move themselves through what is a treacherous stretch of land here at the moment. They might pull up alongside this wall and try and go for the prone game, because Yeppa is looking to greet them. Odin takes down Hibako very quickly. Voldemort protects Klim, and whoa, bit of a disaster for AfterAlt.
Yeah, not sure exactly what they were expecting, but regardless of what they thought was going to happen, this is what has happened. In trouble they are now as Danimon and Enan try to back off. As I say that Enan falls, just one more left alive. They tried to come in, they tried to claim some space, but there was simply no space for them to take. Had they been a little earlier, could have worked out. Now Danimon is left all alone as a circle. Once again, James heads straight down on top of the military base.
All right, well, you know, I'll take it. It's all right for me. And it seems like it's all right for Monarch. Seems it's all right for WU. Seems all right for GDE at the moment, who are going to be sitting pretty. Danimon bailing away from this. Dukes of Hazzard, calm down. Okay, let's just sit here. Yeah, good choice.
potentially set up a push on this building, but Seifu has made no sound. The issue is he's sat right there with an SLR in hand, and he's still not peeking. He just let him take out. Did he DC? He must have. There's no way he sat there with an SKS and just lets Hopper kill his teammate. There's no way. He must have DC'd. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I agree.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. Hello, my bad takes that.
Goes. Damn, nothing more to say. Been lagging now. Four solo players alive. Forced to try and see if he can find a place of his own to roam this one out. Hopefully the circles will shift away. In the meantime, Exalt trying to find somewhere to go to, but all there we met by. There's a ton of bullets their way, Elias. Able to get the knock on out as the flush will come through in the end as well. Exalt taking casualties by the second.
And Moldox is going to be the last one alive to try and make something happen. Or will he? Nope, he's gone. Elias is able to take him down.
Here we have No Name trying to pull on up on Primal, who again, I mean, we've seen it time and time again now where teams technically have pretty good positions to play, but they opt to try and just get that extra player into an off-angle position or a 3-1 split. And I feel like when you're this late in the game and you hear vehicles come around, just get on a car, get the hell out of there. Unluckily for Primal, they do lose one, trying to maintain that split for a bit too long.
Bit of a spray, switch on over to the SLR, and No Names is actually getting through here just on the reload alone, so not too bad. Although, that being said, Sloy is going to have to be, unfortunately, run over by his teammate, and it's going to be nothing here for them. Yeah, bombing through to the middle of this location with the amount of teams that are co-inhabiting this position. Tough stuff.
Ooh, yeah. But losing Voldemort there, tried to peek it. You pretty much can't miss a bullet when they're all prone just on the other side. It shows you ran out of him. Then peaked anyway, so that's going to be him down. Schofield in the meantime, able to find one. Odin's going to get the better of that one. And then when you're prone with an MG3 on the other side of the fence, not much you can do unless if you manage to wrap a nade through that there. That is a narrow angle, and still, Yeppa was able to find it.
Playing crazy golf over here. Yeah. Lovely, lovely stuff. As eventually the pickup. Oh, shots through the smoke as well, though. Oh, it's lethal. Be careful, be careful. Yeah, if anybody from Michael or so is able to get in a little bit of nade range, I am scared for them, but see how it goes. As Primal's pushing on against Yeppa. Fender Lost will be the first one to get the knock, but Ruin will reply in kind from the distance, just kind of being able to peek between those airplanes at the moment. Reinforcements are on the way.
Yeah.
This could be mutual destruction.
Impressive, though, how much Yeppa has been able to withstand with the amount of teams that have come this way. Odin now loves a flash on over. Does he peek with it? No. Oh, he should have, though, because he had... no, we completely caught off guard with it. Damage done in return and rusted him out from the other side. From one fin to another. Help coming through.
Just miles away. Nicely done by him, but yeah, just keeping a watch on everything going on. Exhalation, even, I should say, as well as GDE. Two teams with EX at the beginning of their name. What can I do? You know, GDE, unfortunately, losing one here. And the slight 2-2 split they had, it's not exactly the wildest 2-2 split, but they are trying to control the two dips. And it makes sense. You don't want to be in a position where you're just going to all be naded at exactly the same time. Barrels are pretty good. The dip is pretty good. But yeah, with Exhalation where they are, you need to dislodge them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You have to get rid of them before you try and move further forward. That's the issue. You always want to, if you can, look inward on a circle. But when you know that you have a team set right behind you, got to deal with them before you can even dare to scout the other direction. Don't want to leave your back exposed to a team like Exhalation looking your way, and especially when they have nades as well, not much you can do. Mollies too, forcing them off their angles, and Wu also getting shots connected from the other side, so GD really under pressure here.
Yeah, I feel bad for them because, I mean, yes, they really want to be turning all of their attention to Exhalation, but they can't. There's also threats lurking towards the north as well. The Boom, though, with a brilliant little move over to this position to try and wrestle it away from them. It opens up another angle on GD, and now GD has to bail. I understand. Once again, another mature decision here for them to move away.
Maybe the casualties were too many. Maybe they should have left earlier. I'm not sure. At least now they did. Only two players left on the feet. In the meantime, Wu and Monarch taking the fight here. And GD actually, maybe unknowingly, joining the fight here. Scav! I don't think they had any clue he was around the corner. Now he peeks, finds the first. Will he get Killsteal as well? No! What a turn from Killsteal, able to get him down.
A little bit over-aggressing there, Scav, getting completely flushed straight away. Mouse, though, with that P90. going to be taking out Ibby in the distance.
As Monarch, obviously well aware that they're still pulling up behind them, will be sat here waiting for their approach.
All right, here comes the move. Oh, Kino. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Quizzy now going to be the one remaining. It goes for the heal up in this smoke and delays the push for a little bit, but there's going to be 3 people in that angle. Goes for a molly attempt on that, and actually, it's for the rest of them. Well, you want him to take it and drive away. Okay.
I don't see how they get out of this one, especially because BBL still have the hill. I said under control. Maybe actually it isn't as much under control as I thought it was. Quizzy, oh, just exactly. Able to get a first hit off here. Will he be able to pop another one? Phase 6 should be doable, but with Phase 7 coming in just a moment, it is going to be near impossible for him to make any use of that. He needs to continue moving forward, but hello, my bad. Able to see him Exhalation up on kill number 7.
It's all about the org. All about the org. Hello, my bad here with some great little spraying through this. Tries to go for the finish off through the bush. But now, I mean, this is a great opportunity with the getting that knock to continue to try and find yourself a little bit of moves towards this circle, even though he might just be looking for the point in terms of a salvage game, considering he is one of the only ones alive near him. The rest of Exhalation is south at the moment.
Yep, that would definitely be in the downfall of them. In the meantime, now he changes target, finds one. That's going to be assumed taken down. I don't know if even with smoke they're going to be willing to risk it, but they do go for the rest. Seems like it. Here's Rustin up. Does get taken down again. Yes. BBL had to get off the hill. Now within nade range, will get CC down. But I believe Sarvem, even with the knock player, okay, as long as you don't crawl into a Molotov, should have been all right.
Yeah, this opened things up now that BBL's looking to realize it's later in the game. Now we can start using some of that utility, and now we can start getting in range of Sarvem. GDE still trying to clear out Exhalation, who have been a thorn in a few teams' side, coming in from the southeast side with 9 kills on the board for them. But likewise, they've done a really great job of being able to slowly move through these buildings. There's only 1 left from GDE. Nade, flash goes over.
A hell of a gauntlet they've had to run, but maybe too much damage has come through on their approach. BBL will fall as Sarvem once again makes it into the top. Now they know they have nothing to worry about behind, and as you see, as I say that, as you can see, Global Army instantly 180s. Now he's looking inward. Now he's looking towards the military base, saying, "Thanks for the help, guys. Now let's take this win away from you." But having said that, HOWL is still alive with 4 players up, and you can never count them out. The PEC Spring champions, you can never count them out in the top 4 situation like this.
He gets popped there.
How many smokes do... Oh, wait, let's see how that one bounces. Oh my god, it hit the... Wow. That is unlucky. But how many smokes do some of them have to work with? Because they need to cross eventually. And once they do, have to imagine that HOWL falls. As I say that, though, Schofield is going to be the first one down. Zoom now down as well. The Boom will try and stay hidden for as long as possible. But how long will that be possible? I'm not quite sure. He does find one. Now he's revealed his position. Seems like HOWL is in a bit of a weird situation on the other side. Can't quite get out of it. Shilla able to find the double. That's going to be now 3v2. Numbers favoring HOWL. The position favoring Sarvem. As I say that, though, not going to happen either. The Mad peeks on over, gets the double, and HOWL gets themselves an 11-kill chicken dinner.
The WU should be able to make landfall here quite easily. Yeah. They've got a lot of options available to them, and everybody's kind of trying to bomb center once again. So a very heavy center as we have a big push on from No Names against Solo. Going blow for blow at the moment. Trying to lay down a few smokes in the middle of all of this because they are really not working with much cover at all here. Sloy going to go for some shots to finish things off here.
Normally we say a weird hill to die on. This is kind of a weird valley to die in, considering that they're in a completely open line of sights to where Smokewall's compound is. But of course, thought that maybe with a smoke or 2 deployed, they could alleviate some of that pressure, but it wasn't going to be enough. So both the teams taking a ton of damage and casualties off of it.
For LULW, looking towards Sarvem, it's not exactly the easiest thing to master for them, taking a fight against the lobby leaders right now. Sarvem's a little bit stuck there for the moment. That's a nade, though. Ooh, what a really nice underhand nade. Yeppa really cleaning that up fantastically against GDE.
Yeah, crucial that they clear out this angle, too, because, I mean, not only are they wounded and just 2 alive, but in a position where they can very easily be pushed by multiple other teams. So clearing out and then resetting, and again, not much to work with, but what little they have, they'll be able to to set up with, ready for the fights to come.
It makes it easier, technically, for the WU later on down the line, I feel, as well. To be able to eventually kind of breach into that hillside where they probably wanted to transition from. So again, these butterfly effect knock-ons that do occur here are very important. Schiller is going to move up to try and dislodge the MG3 in LULW's hands. And indeed he will. That's very important to start things off for this fight. Meanwhile, though, there's a P90 in action as well. And it's absolutely ripping them apart here. Oh my god. That is a disaster for Sarvem.
Yep, you might dislodge one great gun, but here comes the second one, and nothing you can do about that. In the meantime, AfterAlt tried to get in late. Issue was BBL was already in this area of the map, and they are not giving Sarvem an easy way out of this one. 2 will be able to get out of it. And as I said, actually, Clem is able to get the knock on to Smash. Will the rest come through? I'm not sure as Clem goes full, but that knock might just be them turning around. As I say, though, Hibako able to find one. Rustenmark gets a flush on him. Now Enan forced, I think, to get out of here.
Swap around. Small walls. Going to try and go for a big spray. Doesn't really hit too much, though. This is the good thing about the fields here, is that they all have this little... Not walls, but they're kind of like angled up to angled walls up against each of them. So, yeah, there you go. But No Name gonna just be able to greet that very, very quickly and try and shut that down completely. This is an amazing cleanup for them, considering that they were up to it very fast. That is 7 here for No Names now, and Ace is gonna send on through as well here, but I don't know if there's too much for them to play. Maybe that dip would have been the spot, but actually they're already being shot out here by HOWL. The map's gonna be able to get off Bad Boy as well here. It's not been going Bad Boy's way at all here. Schofield will clean him up, and Aces, I think this is gonna be them done.
You would have to imagine. I don't imagine them lacking getting out. Is that a blue zone nade too? And oop, it is. And dead. Simply nothing they could do. But hey, he did get a knock on Vasco. So that's 1 point. Places now tied with Solo. There's that.
The Venn diagram of blue zone nades. Just being able to, you know, mathematically take down everybody there in that area. Like it, like it. Okay, P90. We're back with the P90. Come on, do something. You've already done a lot with it.
No HP to work with either. No. Lorix will fall. And good thing he gave up on that, because Nevom only just barely surviving that. Giri now have to find cover as well. As once again, No Name finding some of these angles that I don't want to say no one, but few people know are possible to find. It's a good nade locked on down below, and it will find him. So No Name racking up even more as they hit kill 11.
Now Misa is the Bloodhound himself, sniffing the ground, trying to sniff him out. Where is he? Who knows? It's just over the way.
Well, we'll see if he's going to be ready for it or not. Looking for the snake. Looking for the snake. Doesn't find him fast enough. Maybe the snibbles is what got the better of him. I'm not sure. But Smokewall in the end will be downed, but not before Misa.
Any extra point that you can get as a solo there. Not too bad at all. So can't begrudge him for getting the insta knock into the flush really fast. So very, very nicely done. The WU now, they've been biding their time on this east side, and eventually this fight was brewing. How is it going to actually unfold there, though? Arctic's already down. That's a great opportunity for them to push on up against all of this aggressively. Oh my god, drops.
Need more crates. And, well, ask and you shall receive, I suppose. And as you were saying, WU, 4 alive still. Decent position for them. Kind of tangled in between the remaining 2 Exalt players here, though. With the nade coming over, that might be the info they needed. Issue is, EP already down. Piano Drone hasn't gone for the heal just yet. With 1 more nade in the hands of Fate, he might just fall here too.
The WU, look.
He hit Nixie with it.
Yeah, he did. And now... Faye as well as Fayearist here. I don't know. I sort of favor them given this situation. I mean, the WU, they don't. Oh, he's hit him with the molly as well there briefly. So he's taking even more damage. Faye's going to peek on over. So he's on the right-hand side. Quizzy tries to move back. Gets hit by the nade. Blue zone nade is down as well here. Fayearist can't actually move through that. It's almost zone denial for the moment, but it doesn't matter. He's able to get some shots through all of this. And now, that's... The WU has been absolutely bamboozled.
From 4 up... Looking to be in a position from where if they can clear out the snakes, things are looking alright. He's stepping on every single mine in the minefield, and now getting eliminated. Probably a second or 2 from now. Fortunately for them, they will get top 4 before that happens.
Yeah, this is a smart move. Get back with the rest of your team. Try and take 1 fight at a time, but No Names is going to be licking their lips if any knocks go their way here.
But Nade followed by a FAMAS. Not a whole lot you can do against that. As HOWL denies the entry, looking for back-to-back win here. We'll see if they can claim it. As the boom now sat down below, has a hell of a task on hand. The issue is the FAMAS peaks again and comes out victorious once more.
Yes, it does. HOWL absolutely murks Exhalation, and now we're seeing the move being made from No Names. They are slowly moving across this. They've got themselves what seems like the entire armory of a nation. This is, if they have it available to them, they could put the boot in here against HOWL, but HOWL, I would say, maybe skill diff. Let's see, because obviously they have won PEC in the past as of late, and they've got a few on the board here with 9 so far.
Spotted in the open. Ruin got greedy. That's going to be him down. Should be flushed as well in just a second, unless if No Name will fully commit to try and find all of them. Nah, he's going to go down.
Mate.
That is one eliminated then. I mean, and all bad. That's HOWL still have yet to get inside the circle. The way that No Name is approaching this is incredibly smart. Incredibly smart. Incredibly.
What is skill difference to Diff X, man? He just absolutely popped Ruin. And now, Lazar and Schofield here, laying down the smoke walls themselves. Schofield's off angle could be pivotal. They know exactly where Lazar is. They're just going to be blasting and spraying through that. But actually, No Names is already holding the angle where Schofield's trying to make the move on. So they've committed 2 to that side, or 2 kind of sets of eyes to that side at least, to make sure that Schofield can't get that wrap. Very important.
He knows on the rock, though he does. Prones down. Both of them just exactly able to stay alive. Luso nade up forward. It does take a little while before it starts expanding where the nade, well, pops on impact. Because it was cooked perfectly. So Shro finds one more, and just like that now, Lhasa 1v3. HOWL denied Sarvem the repeat win in the previous one, and this time around, No Name are going to deny HOWL that same pleasure. 15 kills for No Name in their first win here in the PGS 2 qualifiers.
No, you're right. I mean, a lot of teams are going to be rocking up here. I'm going to Google if condensity is actually a word.
Oh, for frick. I knew that it was like, you know what, I took a shot, and I know not only are you going to hear it, but you're going to doubt it, and also you're going to call me out on it. It's always the same thing.
No, you're right, it's a word.
GDE, well, wait, this isn't solo dying, it's Yeppa this time around. I've just grown accustomed to seeing solo get shot out of vehicles, but not the time this case. It's Yeppa feeling the hurt of rotating through the southern side of Los Leones, and, well, good on you, GDE, for sticking around. Exalt, in the meantime, well, we talked about them in the break coming into this match. We want to see them step up. We want to see them get things going, and right now, this ain't it. Fatefuls are trying to back up Ferris, who's already down to low HP, and as soon as he peeks over, Wu from behind takes him out, and that is, again, where you play a dip, but in order to play it, you have to know its weak spots. Ferris peeks over towards the southern side, but isn't aware of a full team of Wu shooting him in the back.
Scary here for Exalt as Monarch even, I should say. They do still have a few nades available to them. They could get the full cleanup on here very quickly. And Ferris down again. This is a bit of a nightmare scenario for them. Another... No, it's Ferris' nade that he was cooking. How unfortunate.
Indeed. We'll see now. If Monarch, I think their best play with, especially, excuse me, with Scav on the other side, their smarter play here is to just back off and let Exalt kind of make the mistakes and wait this one out. BBL, in the meantime, will get eliminated, so down in 12 points to show for 3 games in, make that 4 games in now for them. Not the start to the losers bracket they were hoping.
I don't actually know if this fight is going to go down. Maybe a few pot shots here and there, but they're bailing hard. Whilst Exhalation is actually looking again. The bin lagon's gone down. Likewise, Lazarus found No Names. And No Names here. Oh no.
Revenge is in the hands of HOWL as they try to take out No Name. And right now they're doing a pretty good job at it. Just Sloy left alive. That flash should keep him blind at least for a little while. Let's see if we can get anything here as the smoke still grants some cover. Lhasa has to be careful. Comes up close. Will he get flushed on this one? Nate's still not done enough damage to find him. Will get the kill before the flush comes through, but they have to reset fast because with the amount of commotion they just stirred and them now being sent a circle, they have to be ready for more teams to come their way.
So many teams slowly moving in. It's going to become very edge-heavy, and there's not much room to work with in the middle, other than what HOWL already preempted early on in this game due to circle tendency. So it's a great move from them. It's a veteran move for them, up at the top of the leaderboard at the moment, and all they have to do is bide their time whilst the rest of the teams eventually eliminate each other.
Well, the edges were burning before, but now they're literal hell as the circle has shifted center once more. These teams need to get these fights over and done with, as they have to make a move in just 7 seconds time. But with everyone being able to really third-party everyone here, it's kind of just a circle of snakes that keep fighting one another.
Definitely so. Nice spraying coming in from Neform as... Let's see how much he can get more. He's going to actually go down at the blue here. He's trying to heal up, I think, but it's not going to be enough at all. The blue actually does take him. AfterAlt likewise delayed enough for them to actually fall to this as well. There was Primal having a little bit of a look over that way as well. And Hibako, I don't think he's going to be destined for this world much longer here. GDE playing this slow. Coming from an angle that I don't think they were expecting initially, but now they are.
I do like the approach from GDE. Not doing this one-first pass. Not doing the one-person peek, and as I say,
oh my
god, why? I'm trying to hype you up for this one, GD. You were so smart on your approach of backing off each other, kind of looking over each other's shoulders, but then, as soon as someone's about to peek, two players turn their back and look the other way.
Yeah, the Finnish Phenoms in Monarch are looking to try and dislodge Exalt completely. That's a great nade. Will they have any more to follow up? Scav has another. He's just thrown this angle. Will it hit against the car? Yes, it does. Another little bit of damage done here. Now his attention turns towards Smokewall, who are trying to make the transition across from all of this. One of them goes down to Misa. The Bloodhound is able to pick up with that SLR. And Smokes are going to go down for Smokewall, living up to their name and trying to drive through.
Molly's deployed on the southern side as well. It's going to be Misa finding the double as he gets kill number 5. Monarch wants to climb up the leaderboards rapidly. They continue to rack up points here. Woo, in the meantime, getting kind of what they were hoping for. They got into a decent position. They lasted the fight on the southern side and now getting points because of it. But, as I say, that Keanu does fall.
Definitely so. And woo, that's a lot of explosions. Slow down. Vascu looking for information by the looks of things here. Just trying to slowly crawl away, or towards him even, I should say, and peek over. Sees how many are available for Wu. Ibi will finish him off. And Bombilovo, unfortunately for him, down to the blue, to be expected. Not many moves he could make again with all of these players looking about. No, it's a disaster for the Wu, though. Oh, no. This... Oh, I don't even know what to say. This is just an absolute disaster. This is quite the bold move, though, that they're making here, realizing that the circle was pushing them. So maybe this is the nail in the coffin for them, as now they've made enemies of everyone. Daboom is actually doing huge damage here to HOWL. This could be absolutely pivotal. I thought HOWL were going to be able to have this game in the back, considering the previous rotations for this circle, but it's all going awry.
Yep, overstepping just a bit, and just like that, Exhalation up against solos galore. They got Hello My Parents' feet. And now, able to wrap on down and rack even more up than they already had. 13 kills for Monarch just before, 9 for Wu, and now 12 for Exhalation, and they ain't done yet. But once again, I mean, credit to Sarvem for finding late game presence, and just like that, Baron Peak, the second time around, finds Hello My Bad.
It's in his name! It's in his... He's been flashed, though. He's not blind just yet, though. And realizing that they're on way, sees where Daboom actually threw that from. He's going to go for... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It went a little bit too far.
I don't think Hopper has any meds. I don't think Hopper has meds.
Yeah?
He has not healed for a long while now. It's maybe just boosters, and Daboom has a shotgun.
Wait, what? No! He's going to... No!
Oh, the timing.
He's got a molly. Underhand. Onto that. He's got to be stuck. Oh... Not Baron Peak enough. Exhalation is able to take it. What a victory for them against adversity, against HOWL's position and rotation, and Baron Peak being a little cheeky guy here. It will be Exhalation getting win number 4.
Now, though, from one fight potentially straight to another, as they're running straight into the HOWL split of 2. Now, this one becomes more dangerous because they're not in just yet. They know they have a full team of players set up above them, and they're running straight into this split of 2. So a forced, aggressive play early that is now working heavily against them. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen a shotgun fend an entire team off of approaching a building. We'll see if that's going to be the case this time around or not, though, as the first nade does get lobbed on through, finds one. We're seeing shots fired now. POV goes over to HOWL. And fortunately for now, they're all alive. As I say that, first one does get taken down, but the molly finds one in return. In the meantime, after all, well, they got nades to work with for themselves as they need to fend off here against Smoke Wall. Clem at a weird angle for him to try and move between the vehicle and all the nades coming through, but one down, two down. They just need the third now in order to stay put here as Shipless up there, so up the hillside has already fallen, and there you go. As I was saying before, you are in trouble earlier. Okay, BBL. I advised you not to YOLO into positions, but I guess if it works, then it works.
They do have a little lip before that road to actually play as well if they want to move towards the circle. Or, I mean, they're still in technically, but... whoa, that's a great nade on HOWL.
Sure is, and just like that, they're dealt with too, so Scaff gets to be the victor in the end of it.
Yeah, it's funny watching AfterAlt and Exalt fight, because I do consider them very similar teams. The way that they move, the way that they eventually take fights. I mean, these leapfrog maneuvers that they're trying to make against one another are, again, very similar to one another. It's kind of PUBG 101 when you're trying to breach this. Klim, though, is putting in work, and so they go down. Thenderlos from the distance here, just north of them, is able to shut it all down for Exalt. They cannot catch a break today. In fact, Yeppa has moved aggressively to shut them down, making sure that they're not going to swing in on that west side here and try and take one of the only paths that they had available to them. Why not bring the fight to them?
Yeah.
Make sure that they're feeling the pressure.
I mean, exact same situation as Exalt and AfterAlt earlier. You take the fight to the other team before they can do anything about it. But BBL sees them split, they see them run off the road, and they make a play on it themselves. Really smart. The issue is Pokemon goes unnoticed for long enough to find the double.
Unreal play. What a linchpin move to leave him behind here, making sure that they still have a hold on this position. He's still on the roof. They do know he's there now, but here comes the reinforcements. Thenderlos goes for the finishes, looking around the corner here. He will eventually see them if he just peeks around the hay bale. They're distracted at the moment, currently blind. They were trying to aim for the up on the high ground. Michael does realize now that reinforcements are on the ground.
So far on the side of Yeppa, as I say, that Metabait does fall. Now the rev around comes, Smash able to get the first one. They still need to find two more, and Voldemon is still about Smash finds the second, but still one more have to be found, and it ain't gonna happen. Voldemon with the last kill with all four of them as BBL fall.
More nades forwards. Not reading entirely No Name's position anymore, Yeppa. They haven't watched them make the moves that they did, and now it's up to the Baron himself, looking through the windows. Oh, eye zoom is absolutely putting a nail in the coffin here of No Names. But again, yeah, it's, as I said before, too early to really try to send it center. But they didn't have many options. That's the problem. Yeah, you could try and rock up on one of the teams that's actually got themselves a position already and maybe hedge your bets, but it's tough that way too.
Yeah, practically impossible for them to do anything. Backup does get seen too, so Sarvem gets to live with the scare, maybe unknown to the fact that there was one set right behind him. So Hopper does get taken down, so a little extra damage from Sarvem, trying to make more space for themselves as they continue to rack up points.
Nade might just be a little short.
Nope.
Never mind.
Right on point as Odin gets knocked in. Now, that presents the question, does Yeppa try to go back to get the rest? Because Sarvem knows exactly who's here, but look at the amount of pressure Thenderlos is applying. With the Grocer in hand, Global Army goes down. A lot of flashbangs thrown forward as well, forcing Sarvem back. I don't think that's going to be enough time to get the rest, though, because look at the response on the other side. Exhalation is pushing up as well.
CCNX with the Org, able to respond in kind. Everybody on the Org game here. These pros are loving it right now, and for good reason. It is a fantastic gun. And we have Sarvem saving themselves for the moment. Daboom went all the way over to the rock there. I don't think they'll be expecting that, actually.
We'll see if they will. Sure didn't the first time around. Now they might, but the first headshot has already come through, and the boom, despite having 5 HP, goes for the peak regardless. Finds Schiller. CC down to low HP. Baron on the other side now is making the run forward.
They thought they had the full wipe on the team over, and indeed they did, but they really didn't anticipate Daboom making up so much room that quickly. Baron Peak, though, will be the one to respond. Actually takes out iZoom as well. Can he make it all happen? In the distance, Global Army's getting taken down here by Aces. It's all up to HOWL My Bad, but he's so far away. I don't think he can reinforce. It's all on Aces.
Yep.
Aces could come and clean it up.
Baron got Sarvem to a second place in the previous one by insane solo performances. Now he might just afford enough time for the team to reset. Thing is, Aces need to make this run on forward. They know they have them both looking the other way. This is their game to lose. They need to. They need to bring this one home because the other teams are still fighting each other.
Yeah, take everything you can. Leave nothing. For we have HOWL My Bad here. Still going crazy, trying to get some points himself, but it doesn't matter. Ace's cleanup crew. It might only be a 5-kill win, but it is enough to bump them up and put them back in contention point. They were 16th before this, Toby. But here comes the winners of the previous game, going very close to...
Wait, they disagreed on what they wanted to do. Seifu, your team has stopped to breach a compound.
Yeah, hey, come back. Okay, he's coming back.
Yeah, Denmark doesn't have a helmet either. I'm not sure if they just thought this was going to be free or what's the case here, but either way, this is a full-on fight on our hands, and I don't think AfterAlt was quite ready for this pull-up either, but hey, I mean, they catch him in a split. It's a somewhat decent idea, but let's see if they can execute on fast enough as Denmark able to find Bad Boy.
Oh, he's going to be the first one to go down in the game, and he does indeed. He has, after all, he's actually doing pretty well with this. That's 3 down. Sparta and Bin Laden gone here, and this is an absolute disaster for the winners.
4.
Well,
and Solo has not been shot at. Would you look at that? It's still a game of the best of 12.
Yes, yes.
You can't just fool around with it. And for some reason, that just keeps being the story. Okay, no running each other over. In the meantime, Exhalation greeting their neighbors with bullets. As Hopa gets caught in the open. Maybe he thought he counted 4, jumping into the compound. Bombil did catch him in the open, but luckily for him, the last bullet misses. So he'll stay alive for a little while. And yeah, more pull-ups, because why not?
A lot of pull-ups. Yeah, this is going to get really that's crazy. There's CC and X also dealing with Exhalation down here as well. And so extra shots are being rained down on this location. DBS, yes, let's go. Love it. All right, that's perked me right up. Oh, there it is. 1 goes for Suset. Will be able to get any more here. Peeking around the corner, not able to do much with that. Ace32. Oh,
couldn't reload in time. And now, HOWL My Bad comes around the corner, finds 1. He got Hopa back in the quick. Is he driving down to him?
I told you. Game 6.
What? Okay. I mean, if he's going to do that anyway, then fair enough. You do whatever you want, Bumble. I'm not going to question your decisions, but that was dicey. -3 points for Hopa. Unlucky Toby. And yeah, Solo out victorious. Okay, he's going to take the corpse with him.
That's awesome. Is that a new feature?
I know you can put your teammates in the cars, but you're not supposed to. What do you call it in English? Like the front figures on the old pirate ships, as Bumble does fall in the end.
Cap? No, that's not a capstan.
In Danish, it's galionsfigur, but I don't think it's the same name.
It's like a figurehead. Like, there's not
exactly.
much more than that. Yeah.
If you can attach your enemies as those on your cars,
it's Mad Max.
That'd be something.
Chain people to the front whilst you're driving, saying, "Witness me!"
Actual meat shields. Yeah. Well, Kazu able to get a knock as the fights apparently continue to unfold in phase 1 here in a circle we've seen 1 trillion times before with little to no fighting involved. But of course, being game 6 of the day, this is just the way it goes down.
Yeah, this is madness. And it's not Sparta who is, already gone in this game. But Chipik here now looking for even just a little bit more. Kazu is gone. What is going on? What is this game?
15 dead people at 9 minutes and sit tight for a while.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see. Maybe they can make a little bit more of this. They've already got 5 kills on the board to start things off, but Keanu is going to, alongside Ibby, brilliantly greeting them. I don't know, this is very eager by GDE here. Moving up this hill is an absolute death sentence, and they get absolutely trounced.
They had all the options in the world to wrap West around here. GDE had no reason to think they could go up there scot-free. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, definitely. I'll talk about it in a moment here as we still have the fight going on. Schofield's trying to reposition and get towards the map. But again, they have 55 points. They're not too concerned about this. Good spray down. Schofield leveling up his game. Every single game we actually watch him. And
yeah,
Quizzy now also going to be completely taken out by his own molly, unfortunately. Dropped it. Nixie holding the angle. Perfect pre-fire. Just finishes him off. But BBL also, Rustenmar completely shutting down Primal alongside Michael. The upper bracket, you look at Question Mark versus FaZe. Question Mark got 3 wins and 38 points in placement. And that was pretty much from the 3 wins and then 8 here and there. And then you look at FaZe, who were above them, didn't get a single win. So, I mean, you can approach it in different ways. You can gain in different ways.
Meantime, BBL trying to full speed send it forward, going from now the Woo straight over to Exalt, and you'd imagine that their days are counted, and indeed they are fairest. Able to find Rustenmar, and that's BBL out in 10th.
Down and done. Only the 20 points there to go. That's a nade. No Name's greeting them, saying, yeah, if you want to come along here, there is a minefield laying ahead of you. The FX is down, though. Scab's found himself on the roof. This is a great little angle for him to hold against them, though.
Monarch still with 3 on their feet. Need to find Halloween inside. They have hit him with the molly, so forcing him off the angle for a second. That flash going to force him to stay in cover for a little while longer.
That shot's coming in from Danimon as well here. Brilliant little double there. Just back on off for the moment. And it's going to be an extra. They absolutely destroy LULW in that engagement.
As you're saying, with how they're currently playing us, sort of the ham and the sandwich here, it's very limited what the options are other than just dying.
So this is a little aggressive push-up again. Monarch knows that they can reach into this, and they realize that the nades are going to be coming from that angle as well. Voldemon, though, hits Mouse straight away as they need to get this pickup going. So actually, just picking him up straight and getting him out of there. Really good presence of mind, knowing that their opponents probably still have some utility. If he'd have stayed there for the pickup, it would have been death. So this is a great chance for them to do so. Not sure where those shots are going in the distance, but it looks cool.
Let's see, Cap just get taken down again.
Oh.
The ankles from up above making it practically impossible for Monarch to do anything but just send it forward and hope for the best. The thing for Exalt is they can't really just fully commit to looking downhill, because as soon as they peak the ridges too, oh my lord, the nades from Fairest and Fade on point. Didn't even get to finish my thought there, because technically, I guess Exalt wasn't vision of Woo, but they don't care, they dealt with them so fast.
They may. As you say, it is a smart read here by Exalt to try and make this happen. Especially since Sarvem and Yeppa were so apprehensive about making that engagement full on. But now that full on engagement is here. Global Army takes down Metabase.
He has literally got no ammo left. He has to drop his gun. And just 20 to use in the M4. We'll see now if he can find Voldemon. Or maybe wrap back the other way, get a res up, or get some ammo from her fallen teammate. Woo falls. That's Exalt taking them out again. They had the hill. They had the control, but they got greedy for kills in the east, which caused the backstab on the west to come to fruition.
Fairest holding this angle. Oh my, he is so close. Baron Peak helping out. He didn't have to even show himself for a second. This could be Fairest going for a flash and then trying to make for push.
You're good. Sure could just be the turnaround they were looking for. Fate does find him as Odin goes down. A little bit of help comes through, but a little bit of health goes a long way as well. And Sarvem full reset here with full control of the circle. And what a day Sarvem has had. Win, second, a fourth, a second, and now making their way into a top 2 position once again. Triggering down. I'm not sure how much he has in the growth, but hopefully something, because if not, he's going to be throwing pants at his opponents. In the meantime, those Shillas, off-angle position here, perfectly set up, perfectly executed. As now, Fade, 1v1, peeks all over, finds the double. Shilla, such a great performance today.
Brilliant stuff. He's him in the distance, actually takes a bullet against him as well. And now we can just call in extra reinforcements. Fairest's good, but I don't think he can make this happen.
Damage is already done. He found the double, applying pressure now. Fairest, because he didn't get the return knock on Shilla, has to just sit back and wait this one out. Now the Groza is coming forward. Global Army doesn't care about the 5.56. If he can pull up with the Groza, spots him on the other side. Doesn't have a vest to work with, but right now it's only head peaks. Double headshot connected, and Sarvem again winning the first game of the day. Now back here winning the final.